If you ever find yourself needing to perform a diagnostic in Remote Desktop Manager, then don't worry, it's really, really simple. Firstly, you'll want to go to the Help section up here in your ribbon. Everyone should have access to the Help. If you don't, then likely it's your administrator preventing the Help tab from being there. If that's the case, then you can always ask them to enable it again. But generally, it should be available. Once you're on the Help tab, you should have access to a couple of options here. So we have our online help, we have our blog, and our knowledge base. So this will help guide you if ever you have questions or you need to troubleshoot any issues that are pretty common. However, you might fall into a moment where the support team, if you contact them, which you can always do that through the Submit a Support Ticket button here or by our forum, they might ask you for records or diagnostics for your installation. If that's the case, then you can always go to your diagnostic tab here. Here you'll find a couple of very useful fields that contain a lot of information. So information regarding your data source, the actual system you have, the policies, registries, might even need to figure out certain cleanups that you've done in the past. So for example, here I'm able to see that I deleted a data source. Anyway, so all that is there. Another thing that might be useful and that you might need is your clipboard diagnostic, should it be a clipboard issue, or our profiler. The profiler is extremely useful, especially for bugs that we can't seem to really reproduce on our end. This allows us to see what exactly is going on in the background of the application when the bug happens. So what you'll want to do is go to the debug only. And then from here, you can raise the debug level up by, like, say 5, just as an example. The support technician might give you an actual level. But as you can see right away, we have debug information already being given to us, which is great. So right now it's enabled. And we have a little button here that says send trace to support. So by clicking this, I can then add my email, company name, my personal name, add the ticket type that I need. So this could be a support ticket, a bug report ticket, or a feature or improvement request. In our case, we will leave it at bug report. You could write the subject, and here we can write a message. So all this will allow us to see exactly what's going on. One thing I'd like to mention is to be sure that when you are using the profiler, you don't go and click on the X and close it when it's configured. In fact, instead, what you should be doing is minimizing it and then continuing to work as you usually would. And then as soon as the bug happens, you can always go ahead and click on the send trace to support as soon as you get the information we need.